hormones. You live in fat storage hormone dominance. We can correct that.
Count on Local 3 News for more local stories.
We're going to make you very happy this morning. I might not, but Frank DePatry will. He and his wife have come up with a website called Date Night Nooga, and he is now going to save the relationship. No more, there's nothing to do. I don't want to do that again when it comes to the weekends or even a weeknight where you're looking for a fun date. Great to see you.
Great. Thanks for having me.
So what do they say? Necessity is the mother of all invention or something?
Yes, absolutely.
So you and your wife found yourself in that same age-old battle of, I'm sick of doing this, there's nothing to do. Is that right?
That's exactly right. We like to think of it as answering the age-old question, what are we going to do tonight? Because that's the constant question and the decision fatigue that leads people to just get frustrated, and then they just end up staying at home or getting in an argument or...
So what I love about this website, and I'll let you kind of talk us through it, again, it's called Date Night Nooga, is that you really have set it up to be super user-friendly because it has filters on it that allow you to kind of put in your criteria and then the machine does the rest, kind of, right?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So we wanted to make a much more hyper-localized, so very, very Chattanooga focused on local businesses where our users are able to just simply, they can be as specific or as general as they want. They can select very specific areas of Chattanooga and the surrounding areas, or they can say all of Chattanooga, and then they can set a general budget and they can just hit go, or they can get very detailed with additional options saying what time of day they're going, what type of food, what type of, or not what type of food, but any dietary restrictions, specifics about their activity that they're going to do, things like indoor, outdoor, active, chill, things like that, and then spend the date.
Okay, I'll let you elaborate on this part, but I'll kind of set it up.
Sure.
Fair? So I actually heard a national story recently that for younger people, more and more guys are not interested in dating. That they just kind of want to stay home, for lack of a better term, and let the date just be hanging out, watching movies or playing video games at home and not going out. The romance is kind of gone. That's what I hear. So you on this website have something you call a touch of whimsy. And is that to make them seem like super creative, brilliant guys?
Yeah, well, that wasn't the initial intention, but I can understand how it can absolutely be seen that way. The idea of the whimsy was really just to make the night more memorable. This really stems from the idea of a lot of the times date nights can feel repetitive, especially if you're going to the same places and doing the same things. So we wanted to shake that up by letting people see new places to eat, new activities, and then the touch of whimsy really is just something to help them make it more memorable. Things like pretend you're a food critic that's giving an over-the-top critique of your dinner, or pretend you're secret agents on a mission and you have to be covert as you go around town. So lots of little things like that, and every time that you generate a new date night, you'll get a new idea.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of pressure. My husband and I have been married 30 years in October, and we find ourselves saying the same thing, and we don't do anything anyway. We just stay home and watch movies too. But it is a lot of pressure to put on people, especially when you're really dating. That's hard.
Yeah, and our goal was to take the decision and the planning part out of it so that instead you can just dive right in and have a good time.
Okay, now back to the hyper-local. That's also brilliant because you were saying, like, suppose, for example, you wanted to do something in St. Elmo, and maybe it was something as touristy as Ride the Incline.
Sure.
But then you can find out restaurants, it'll plug in restaurants that are hyper-local. Absolutely,
yeah.
Right?
So let's say you select St. Elmo and you hit spend the date. Your date night might include the tap house right there in St. Elmo.
Yeah.
And then the activity could be go over to Clumpy's or take the incline or all kinds of things there in that area. We have museums, art galleries, stores, pottery classes, all kinds of things in the activities.
So, okay, back to the being able to kind of select your price point. Can you do that for the overall date as well as breaking it down by different parts of the date?
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually give users a default, or not a default, a general budget to start. So, and that's broken down to say this is for people who want to spend somewhere between $15 and $30 a person, 30 to 60,
right,
and then 60 plus. But then you can also break that down even further and say, okay, instead of the general budget for my meal, I want to keep that between $15 and $30. And for the activity, I'm okay with that being a paid activity, something like an escape room or the aquarium or whatever that might look like. Or you can set that to free and have it show up as a park, or go to the Humane Society and spend time with puppies, or whatever it might be. But
that's
it's
a good
something that's a free activity to go alongside your dinner.
Okay, so I'm sure you and your wife know the area well. You're scoping it out. You're actively finding things on your own. But if you're a small business owner watching today, are you wanting people to reach out to you to say, hey, please include me in this list?
Yes, absolutely. So we actually have a partner vendor program where we have partners who offer a discount to our users. They get a nice special looking badge on the results page that says they're a partner vendor. They can offer a discount that helps them stand out a little bit more. And also, since our generator only provides one restaurant, one activity at a time, it's very different than, let's say, just listing yourself on Google or on Yelp or something like that, because we are actively telling people this is where you should go eat, this is what you should go do. So we, yes, to your point, we are watching for new businesses popping up, new restaurants popping up that we can add to our website. But I've had several people reach out to me via social media and just say, hey, what about our business? Are we on there? Can we be on there? What can we do to get more involved?
And so what they can do is reach out to you on the website and kind of hit the contact button?
Absolutely. There's a contact button on the website. You can reach out directly to me at frank@datenightnooga.com. And then you can also follow us on Instagram, which is just the @datenightnooga, and that's where we put a lot of our updates.
We didn't have time to get into it. We'll have to have another date so we can go into this a little bit more, but they also have something for live events. So if you want to go take advantage of something happening around town, they can help you that way too.
Absolutely. There's a checkbox just for that.
It's a brilliant, brilliant idea. Whether you're brand new into dating somebody or like me, you've been married for 30 years, this could be the end of having to say, there's nothing to do.
Exactly.
DateNightNooga.com. Thanks.
Did you know Hal loves to DIY? He's tried pottery, woodworking, he's even tried fixing his own car. Hey, maybe you could take your car to Budget Breaks.
Visit budgetbreaks.com for locations, coupons, and special bonus